Hello, my friends. Yes, same outfit that I've had for a couple of videos now because your girl here is doing some batch filming, trying to get a lot of these videos done for all of you while my kids are still in school before they hit Christmas break. So today's video, I wanted to share with you a combined Homeworx and Yankee Candle haul. These are candles that I picked up during recent Cyber Week, Black Friday, whatever we want to call them, sales. To be honest with you guys, I was not terribly impressed with the offerings. Not that they weren't a good discount, but I felt like, I don't know, I think I was just expecting more. And so because I wasn't like head over heels, like, wow, I need to stock up on so many things, this haul is, I don't want to say small, it's a decent sized haul, but it is one that I really just took my time thinking about what candles and home fragrances I wanted to add to my collection. So if you are curious to see what I purchased, go ahead and keep watching. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start out with the Yankee candles because I feel like I can get through those a little bit quicker. I only purchased 3 from Yankee during their Black Friday sale. The first one is probably rather obvious if you have been watching my channel for a while. It is their Home for the Holidays. Now, I don't purchase from Yankee a whole lot because I don't like paraffin wax. I do like their soy blend signature collection a little bit more, but this is a very nostalgic candle. I won't go into too many details about this. Home for the Holidays is tree, it's clove, it's cinnamon, it's everything that my Christmas childhood it has been for me. It's a very nostalgic scent for me. I've talked about it at nauseum, but oh my goodness, I just love this candle. It's burned pretty well for me so far. I've already given it a couple of burns, but this was a no-brainer. Throw it into my cart while it was 50% off. The next candle that I purchased is one that my friend Samantha has been telling me about for, gosh, probably over a year now, and it was on clearance, and so I decided to go ahead and add it to my cart. This is Yankee's Soft Wool and Amber. Now this fragrance to me, this is going to be a nice fragrance to burn. I would say this is like a year-round fragrance if you're not a seasonal burner. I feel like this is very clean. It's not like, it kind of reminds me of laundry, but there's something slightly more sophisticated about it, so it's not like a fresh cotton scent. I do get a little bit of an amber note in here, but it's definitely like what the name implies, soft wool and amber. It just reminds me of a clean home without there being any citrus. It's definitely one that I would categorize as like, it's a laundry type of scent. If you like laundry scents, which I'm not opposed to. I don't typically gravitate towards them, but I do like the cleanness, the freshness of this. I see myself burning this candle after the holidays when I just kind of like put away all the decorations and I want some clean, fresh vibes going on in my home. This is a very nice, like warm fragrance. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like taking like warm towels out of the dryer. Very nice. And then a fragrance that I purchased last year and I wanted again, this is Yankee's Holiday Zest. So I feel like this is their take on like an orange pomander type of fragrance. There's some clove and some cinnamon, a little bit of orange. Now I will tell you on cold sniff, this is smelling a little bit light. When these ones arrived in the packaging, I think they were shipping from a much colder climate because both this one and the Soft Wool and Amber kind of like dropped out of the tumbler. And I think it was probably because they were like frozen or maybe just going through a much colder climate and the wax had condensed. But I love this fragrance. I had this one in like a 3-wick format last year and I really liked it. So I wanted to have it on hand again. Again, this is a fragrance that I don't typically think of orange and citrus for Christmas time, but I do like it in the month of January. So I wanted to purchase that. All 3 of these were 50% off. So I wanted to take advantage of that. All right, let's go ahead and gravitate over to Homeworx. Now, here's a candle that I told you guys in a previous video that I would be repurchasing during their next sale, and I made good on my promise. This is Cozy Weekend. The fragrance notes on Cozy Weekend are cozy woods, roasted almond, clover honey, and vanilla. Oh my word. Yep, this is just as good. Like sometimes I go into my candle closet and just sniff this because it is just so yummy. Oh, I love this one. Okay, so this candle this candle to me is, you get that almond and the honey in here. It's not a gourmand fragrance, but it's not necessarily like clean, fresh laundry either. It's like the best of both worlds coming together on that. There's a warmth of it, but it's also very clean. It's unique. This is not a fragrance that I feel like I have smelled other places. I really, really like this one. So now I have 2 of these in the 4 wicks, and then I did also order it in a 3 wick, just because I have some hurricanes that don't fit this 4 wick style. And so I thought, well, let's go ahead and see how the 3 wick performs in a hurricane. So I will keep you updated on how that performs. But again, this is a fragrance that I plan to burn in the month of January. All right, another fragrance that, in full transparency, this candle was sent to me in PR from Homeworx, because I am a Homeworx ambassador. My code KATIESJOYFULLIFE can save you 15% on orders over $40. That can typically be used with discounts, like with sales. I mean, you can't usually use it with like rewards points, but if you would like a discount code, just full transparency, there is one down there in the description box for you. Fresh Start, the fragrance notes on this are crisp salt air, sparkling citrus, orange blossom, and oak moss. All right, so this is a really nice, I would call it a winter to spring transitional fragrance. I am a seasonal burner, so I know that there's a lot of you who burn whatever you want, whenever you want, and more power to you. But I also know that there's a lot of you who are like me, and there's certain fragrances that you associate with certain times of the year. And this is a fragrance that I would definitely say is like a post-holiday scent. I think Fresh Start is a good name for this candle. There's definitely orange blossom in here. It's not like, that's orange, definitely, but it's definitely more like orange blossom. This is kind of a floral type of fragrance. I get a slight little bit of that sea salt air. This is not the same fragrance, but I feel like it's like kind of in that same family. If you liked Sea Salt and Neroli, was that the fragrance that was from Bath & Body Works in their like mashup line earlier this year? I think that you would like this. I do like it. This is one that I see myself pairing with more of like an orange fragrance. Maybe a lemon, maybe another citrus. But this will be like a nice, clean, without being laundry clean. You know, that soft wool and amber was more of a laundry clean. Sorry, I need to keep holding this up for you guys. Sorry, I forget to do that sometimes. Fresh Start. This is a nice candle for the beginning of the year. I feel like this would signify some new beginnings when you're done with all of the tree and holiday fragrances and you want something more, a little bit more uplifting, bright, fresh. This would be a good one, but it is slightly floral. So if you are somebody who is averse to floral fragrances, you might want to be cautious of this one. All right, another fragrance that I have had in my collection before. In fact, these last 3 fragrances are repurchases for me. These are candles that I have liked so much, the fragrance, that I have repurchased it. This is Kitchen Herbs. Now, this is one that I feel like doesn't really get a whole lot of love. I don't see a lot of people talking about it. The fragrance notes on this are wild mint leaves, fresh thyme, sage leaf, bay laurel. All right. Oh, wow. My pour date on this is December 8th of 2022. So this one's been sitting for almost a whole year. That would describe why it's probably pretty strong. All right. So I purchased this, gosh, probably 3 years ago now. Like, not this exact candle, but this fragrance. It was available in a duo on QVC. And it was available in the springtime, and I really, really like this one in the spring. Again, springtime, whoa, sorry about that. Springtime rolls around, and I don't like overly floral fragrances because those can tend to give me a headache, but I do like things that are just a little bit more herbaceous, green, slightly floral, and that's what I feel like this candle is. This is definitely, herbs, like an herb garden. Oh, I love it. There's something about it, like it just screams springtime to me without it being flowers. Almost like it's not the smell of fresh cut grass. It's very much herbs. Get a little bit of that mintiness in here, but it's not like a peppermint or a spearmint. Oh, I just really, really enjoy that one. I associate this one with a springtime candle, so I'm glad to have that in my collection again. I will say that in years past when I have burned that candle, if I do not have my windows open, like I said, past iterations, sometimes it was so strong that it was like one of those candles that I would have to blow out after 2 hours. I don't know if that's going to be the case with this pour, but just giving you a little bit of warning that it might be that way. I am going to get this video filmed. I have been interrupted twice now filming this. So let's go ahead and move on to the next fragrance. Hopefully there's no more interruptions. This last, or not last, I have one more fragrance after this. I went ahead and repurchased a fragrance that I absolutely loved last year. I think that this is one of the most accurate gourmand fragrances that Homeworx puts out. And this is Birthday Cake. So the fragrance notes on Birthday Cake are vanilla cake, whipped cream, caramelized sugars, and happy wishes. Now, who knows what accords make up that happy wishes? I think that's just like a nice sentiment in there, but oh my goodness, let me tell you guys, this candle smells exactly like what is pictured here. You, if you are burning this candle and people walk into your home and you do not have like a funfetti cake on the counter, they are going to be disappointed because this smells exactly like one of those cakes baking in the oven. Oh my goodness, this is not, you get a little bit of that frosting note in here. There's like the sweetness of it, but I definitely get like cake baking in the oven. This one's strong on cold sniff too, so I'm really hoping that that will, you know, take place when I decide to burn it. Now, this is a candle that I typically burn in the month of February because both of my daughters have birthdays in late February. We didn't plan that too well. They are 5 years apart from each other, but their birthdays fall 6 days apart from one another. So I typically like to burn this one in the month of February just as like a celebratory, hey, we love you guys, happy birthday. I think that this is a great candle to gift. This is probably one of the least, I would say like least offensive or like, not that any of these candles are offensive, but certain fragrances are a little bit stronger and probably have the potential to be more polarizing than others. This one would make a great gift because you can burn it year round. Just an amazing fragrance, and I am glad to have it in my collection again. All right, and the final fragrance that I picked up is, they brought it back, of course, right after the Black Friday sale, so I had to make another order. I was like, a little annoyed by that, but I did go ahead and purchase 3 of these. Now, I have been seeing this candle show up. I haven't been on Facebook or Instagram for the last month and a half. I'm just taking a break from it. But prior to me not being on there anymore, I was seeing some people find this in their local Home Goods, Marshalls, TJ Maxx. I've seen other versions of this candle or like of this packaging, but different fragrances in mine, but not this fragrance. And this is the fragrance that I wanted the most. So this is a 3-wick. This is in like this black bubbly packaging. And the fragrance is Black Thae. The fragrance notes on these are patchouli, aged bourbon, Palo Santo, smoked vanilla bean. So spoiler alert, this candle might show up in my top 10 Homeworx fragrances of 2023. I had this candle at the beginning of the year and I absolutely love it. Now, warning, if you are somebody who does not like boozy, heavy fragrances, you will not like this candle. I wouldn't have necessarily put myself in that category, but let me tell you, I love this candle, especially like for evening times. This is a sexy candle. Can I say that on YouTube? I've marked that it's not for kids. I mean, it's not that I'm not talking about anything inappropriate, but anyways, this is a very like, this is like a bedroom scent. This is like date night scent. You get that patchouli, you get that boozy bourbon note. If you are familiar with Lofco candles, this smells like, I think it was called white maple bourbon. The two of them are very, very similar. I loved this fragrance last year when I had it, or like almost a year ago, earlier this year, whatever we want to say. You get that smoked vanilla bean, the Palo Santo. This is just like heavy, rich. I smell this candle and I think of like Mad Men or something, like just that like sophisticated kind of like, I don't know, like I'm in a James Bond movie or something. Oh my word, I love this. If they had this in a cologne, I would have this like doused all over my husband, probably be pawing at him because it smells so, so good. So that is it for my Homeworx and Yankee Candle haul that I did recently. Again, this is not anything wild and crazy. I know that you have seen a couple of hauls here on my channel recently. I do have 2 more haul videos that I plan on filming. I did place another Kringle order, and I told myself I wasn't going to participate in it, but somehow all these candles are on their way. I do have a Bath & Body Works Candle Day haul on its way to me. I did have to participate in that sale via online because my nearest one is 40 minutes away, and I just didn't have time to go in store. So I will have a couple more candle haul videos coming up for you this month. However, I want to say that the reason I'm hauling all of these candles right now is because I am planning on going on a candle no-buy at least for the month of January. I really want to focus on my collection. I know we all say that every year, but I genuinely do want to work through my collection. And so I'm using these end of year sales as kind of a way to prep myself for just having, you know, things on hand, like burning up what I have, but also incorporating some candles that I know that I like to burn during this time of year. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel if you want to see those haul videos. And then also at the end of this month, I am planning to share with you my top fragrances from Homeworx, from Kringle, from Bath & Body Works, like my favorite fragrances of the year. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Hit thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Let me know, did you participate in either Homeworx or Yankee Candle's Black Friday sales? Let me know what you picked up in the comment box down below. I want to say thank you so much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.